guys, hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. Guys, today I am going to be um I'm going to be reviewing some of my attitude I used to have that I had to let go because they weren't of a good beneficial. Hey God, English. They were not benefiting to me. Is that correct? They were not helping me. Okay, let me use the simplest word, guys. They weren't helping me in some ways. They had their own advantages. It had its own advantages and disadvantages, and that's the attitude that's what life is all about generally. And that's one prayer I always pray. Most of the time I'll say, God, I am growing in my mind, I'm growing in my thinking, I'm growing in my thoughts, what the way I'm growing in my thinking, the way I think now, I want to always improve on them. It's a prayer and it's a deliberate effort. I do it all the time to help me. So in this video I'm just going to be sharing just one, because there are a lot of attitude I used to have that I had to let go. Maybe in the next series also we also talk about it. Maybe we just do like 3 or 4 series of character I had that I just had to let go. And I lost a lot of things because of this particular attitude, guys. I lost a lot of things because of it. Okay, so this particular one was how I pull people away when they are trying to tell me something, or I don't want to listen. And at the end of the day, I will realize that those things they wanted to say, I will need it maybe 5 years later or 3 years later, or by the time life goes on, I'll just find out I'm stuck because I don't know how to do these things. Okay, I'll give you an example. What I'm going to use as an instant now, guys. Okay, let me just use what do I use as an instance? Okay, maybe probably for example, I'm with friends or I'm with people and somebody is trying to tell me about about makeup, for instance. Growing up, I didn't really used to do makeup. I like lip gloss a lot. So once I'm on my lip gloss, once my lip gloss is with me or my lip gloss is on, I'm good to go, Okay, I also use like hair. I didn't used to wear wigs before. All I just do is I fix in my hairs. Maybe I want to wear like hair or something. There's something they call sewing, so that's what I usually do. So maybe probably I meet people who are talking about wigs. Instead of me to just listen to the conversation, instead of me to just hear them, oh my God, I can't say this hair is disturbing me, but instead of me to listen to the conversation, instead of me to hear what somebody has to say about wigs, maybe I'm in a conversation or I'm in a gathering and people are talking about wigs or makeup or lipstick. Because at that stage that I am not into those things. I won't be interested. I will just have a blocking ear to those things. And if, for example, or peradventure, maybe one person is talking to me or 2 people are talking to me directly, and I'm not interested in those things, and those things are not what I need in my life at that time, I don't listen. I'll just look for a respectful way to shut the people up, not to continue. Not because those things are bad. I just feel that this is not what I need in my life right now. This is not what I want to hear now. This is not my business now. This is not what is my focus now. So because of that, I don't listen. I don't see any reason why somebody should be telling me about the importance of makeup, why I should make up, when that is not what I'm going through now. Maybe I just have some situations, some issues I'm dealing with. So because of that, I block whatever thing is coming. I don't even hear it. And along the line, this is me right now. I'm using myself as an example. People are talking about wigs because I don't wear wigs. Many years ago, I didn't want to hear anything about wigs. I just had my conceptions about wigs. I just had my There were certain things I just believe wigs were. There were something things I didn't like about makeup. I didn't just want to hear anybody discussing that because that wasn't my focus. So I want to hear things I was focusing on. I want to listen to things I was focusing on. So every other thing, please go. So that used to be me. But as years comes by, I found out that those things people were trying to tell me were not important. I remember those days that I had friends who were living together in school. They used to weave hair. They used to weave people's hair, like you weave my hair, I weave your hair. It was happening in secondary school. My friends, they'll weave their hair. It happened in the university where oh, help me fix my hair. I will help you fix your own. Things like that were going around me. But I wasn't interested because that was not what was doing me at that time. So that was not my focus. That was not what was happening to me at that time. So because that wasn't it, I didn't focus on it. I just took my attention to something else. And at the end of the day, as time goes by, I will not find out that I need this thing. So even if I didn't want to do those things, all I needed to do was just to listen, ask questions. Oh, I really want to fix. Oh, you fix hair, you make hair. Oh, how do you do it? Just get interested. The person might offer to help. The person might offer to teach you. The person might not even offer to teach you. But instead of me shutting people down in that subject, just listen. So I missed a lot of things in my life because of that attitude. And at the end of the day, I will now find out that I needed them. There was a particular business I was doing while I was still in Nigeria. And I was so good at that business. I don't know why this is coming to my thoughts. So the person supplying me then wanted to show me some tricks about the business, some things, some secret about that business. So it was like he was supplying me, he was supplying me the finished products and I was selling the finished products. But he got into several conversations with me. He wanted to take me to the production house where they produce this product, how they produce this product, how they prepare the product, how they arrange the product. But because I was not interested in going into the raw products, all I wanted at that time was the finished product. I never had time to listen to him. He booked several appointments. I never had time to follow him. I never had time to... I was just interested in the finished product because that was what was making way for me. But I would have at least have followed him, maybe one day I would want to do that business. I want to start that business all over again. But I missed that opportunity because I felt I didn't need that at that time. And because of that, I closed that chapter. Just imagine me now going into that business. I'll have to pay for training. I have to pay to learn. I have to look for a trustworthy person that will even show me. Because most people won't even want to show you what's it called? They won't even want to show you how to fish. But that guy was willing to do that for me at that time. But because I wasn't interested, I shuttered that. So I got to realize that this was one of my attitude that I didn't want it to. Somebody might be telling you about tailoring. Maybe you are even into health business, or you are even into property, real estate, and you have people who are having different conversations with you every time about tailoring, or what tailoring is all about. All you just need to do is to listen. You might not even do it. Just listen and gain knowledge. Instead of saying, tailoring, no, that's not my fit. That's not my feed. No, you just listen. You might need that knowledge in 2 years' time, in 1 year's time. So this was one of the things that were that really withheld me in so many things. And at the end of the day, There were friends I had who were doing makeup, who were into makeup. I was never interested in makeup because I felt I didn't need it. But when I left Nigeria, you know, when you're in Nigeria, you want to do makeup. I had makeup artists like 2, 3 that was close to me. Even if I didn't have enough money, I can call them. They can do something for me, you know. They were even guys, you know. I had people who were making me up. So when I traveled out of the country, I didn't have that kind of privilege anymore. I didn't even know any makeup artist that I will call to come and teach me makeup. But I had access to those guys those times. I would have just told them, please, how much will it take me to learn this makeup? Or what will it take me to learn this makeup? But eventually, before I left Nigeria, I tried to learn makeup, but I couldn't really. But I had enough time to really be expert on it. So I had to really perfect my skills on YouTube, and even up till now, I can't still call what I'm doing a very good job. But these are things that I would have learned because I had access to those people. I had access to good 3 professionals, you know, who were doing makeup and they were my pals. You know, if I've even asked them to teach me, maybe it would have been free. Maybe they would have told one of the people working with them to teach me every weekend or just look for a way. But that opportunity was in my face and I didn't make use of it. And there was a lady who tried talking me into it that I finally listened to. That was what even got me to start learning the makeup. She was the one selling powder to me, and she always made herself up in a special way, you know. And she was telling me, you can actually learn this thing, you can actually learn this thing. So what am I saying in essence? Don't push conversation away because you feel you don't need it at that time. Just listen, gain 1 or 2 knowledge from there, because you might really need it in your boat. You might really need that lesson when you're in the middle of the sea someday and there is no one there to help. So those were one of the things I actually learned in my journey of life, that never shut people up, never miss any conversation people are, even when you don't. Somebody comes now is telling you about Hex. How Hex is being produced. You don't even have any dream of producing Hex in your life. Just listen, because you might probably need that lesson someday. So that was one of the things I have learned in my journey of life. Not to shut people up, not to push things away. Everything is important. It's just time and season and in our journey of life that you really know how important things are if you are not really pressed or looking for them. I hope that sentence makes sense. So guys, that brings me to the end of the video. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I'll definitely see you in the next one. Bye.